Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. Towing the slab in today's game, Kevin Gossman.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
That's in there. 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Caught him looking for the K. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, batting second in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Kicks and deals. Swing and a foul out of play.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
One down, base is empty. Misses outside, and a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Carlos Correa. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that's downstairs. And a count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Slider misses outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 down, nobody on. And that one misses up and in. And now it's 3-2.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. The throw into second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Jose Altuve. And ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man on second, 2 down.
No, that's high.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
3-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock.
Oh, he gloves it. Back here with my pal Siggy. On the hill here today, Christian Javier. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next one is off the play. Now 1-2. Man at first, one away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. That missed inside. And that's ball 1. Lucas off of first with 2 away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0. Oh. 3-0.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay safe. And it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And the batter now, Ernie Clement. That is upstairs for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. And that misses. And that's ball 2. And another ball. And that is in for a strike. And it's 3-1. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Gosman back to work. And a strike in there.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Right side, Jimenez. 1 up, 1 down. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. Strike on the inside corner. late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one hit to right. Lucas. And there are 2 down. And now it's Christian Walker.
Batting seventh, first baseman, Christian Walker.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Just missed. Foul ball there. And that is downstairs. And now 3-1. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
At the plate, Davis Schneider gets the outside corner with that one. Varsho gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. And takes low for ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Then there's 1 down. And next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. That one fouled off. There's a strike at the knees. Ground ball could be 2. To Pena at second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Trammell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
No, that's low.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. His first at bat was a strikeout. Just missed. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Trammell dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Lucas squeezes it, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Swings through that.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. Next pitch way upstairs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. That misses. 1-0.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that's in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas, singled and scored his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's too low. And 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. That's hard hit on the line. Trammell hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez. And the pitch. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Got him swinging. And here comes Carlos Correa. Doubled his first time. Correa in his 10th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Lucas makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. On the ground, Jimenez. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the 4th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Up and in, ball 2. And that one missing low.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 24th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Clement in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that goes foul. The 1-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball to second, but way too late. Safe there. Barker leads off second with nobody out.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. Pena makes the grab. 1 down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Schneider in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
That's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Hunter Brown.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Digging in, Tyler Heineman. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. That misses the zone. 2-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is down low. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that's a base hit. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in, and the lead is up to 5.
Well done, drives in the run. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
1 and 2.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Back to the top of the lineup, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That one pushed foul. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2. Up the middle. Altuve handles it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
No ball.
Lucas stands in now and watches strike 1. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Gosman back to work.
No.
Just missed.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. You really can't pin it on one player because we've seen soft contact up and down this lineup. It's time to make some adjustments because this approach is just off.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Flied to right his first time. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each hitter. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
Foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses. Full count
3
now.
balls. 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And downstairs. Fought off foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Astros put down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And that is out of play.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Clement in the box again, takes a strike. Now it bounces away, can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position. And there's a ball. One out and a runner at second. And he grounds one to the right side. Over to first, two away. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
2-1.
In there at the knees. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed.
3-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
Schneider in the box now. No balls and a strike. High fly ball right field. Sanchez under it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, here's Taylor Trammell.
Leading off for the Astros, left fielder Taylor Trammell.
First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So the Houston lineup turns over. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
This one chopped up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Heineman. And that's in there at the knees. That one misses, and the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2.
That's the ball. Count the ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2 on the way. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. Check swing, called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. To third, tag, got him. Next pitch is downstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
Strike.
Rip to third. Zips it to first. That takes care of Springer. Now Nathan Lucas. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Jimenez on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right. New inning getting started. Air Jordan steps in to take his hacks. On the inside corner for a strike.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Ball 2. 2 balls. 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Now Correa up to hit. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Second baseman.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And delivers outside.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Goes down looking. 2 on with 1 out, and stepping in for the Astros, Jesus Sanchez has grounded out a couple of times. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Showed a willing.
So they turn things over to the righty, Sir Anthony Dominguez. He last pitched 2 days ago. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. First pitch swinging. 1 out, bases full. Strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Got him. And there are 2 outs. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. And that one a little bit high.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. That's a strike. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run. And next to hit for Houston, Taylor Trammell. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
There's a strike. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Bottom of the seventh, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one misses. 1-0. Just missed.
Two balls, one strike.
Pitch misses. Now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Dubon. And there's one down. The batter now, Addison Barker. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss there. One out, bases empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 0 for 3 in this one. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board.
That's 3.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. Dominguez back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And there's a ball. The Blue Jays leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one just misses. This one in the air. Jimenez puts it away for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is Yordan Alvarez. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just missed.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 1-2. And Framber Valdez into the game.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Varsho leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. And that one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Just off the inside edge, Valdez. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. And there's the strike.
I think it's the deception in his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got to be clever too when you don't have that lights out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is. Stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. That one 95 to finish him off. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. That one's in there, 0-1. In the air, right side. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Couldn't get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
That's to third. Correa. Off balance throw in time. Third out. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shane Bieber.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Correa, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And it's fouled away. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball out to center field. Clement sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Off the mark there, and the count even 1-1. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's a base hit. One gone, runner at first. Jesus Sanchez up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. Inside, just missed. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe. It's 5-2.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Heineman makes the play, and there's 2 down. Astros down to their last out. And now, Christian Walker.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
And a foul ball. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. The Astros down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one.
Untuk ini, aku tahu kalau kau terus bebas.